Hello everybody, it's Mr. School Gamer signing in to say welcome back. Now, Sly 2, Band of Thieves, Episode 1! The Black Chateau. Start episode. Like before, I will be trying to do all bottles. The all clue bottles, which is now a staple in the series.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator. Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic. So he gave them what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste.
How those pass-ups beyond me.
Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the Clockwork Tail Feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
The Black Chateau. Alright. Well, the Black Chateau. Does this with the other? Oh wait, no, it does do this with the others to a small extent, I think. I'm not sure. Computer, confirm if I am correct or wrong. Okay, so as you probably know, we can go into ThiefNet. So I said I'll show this to you. So let's say connecting to ThiefNet. Using my coins, I can buy new things like Smoke Bomb, Fist of Flames, or the Trigger Bomb. But we don't have the money for that right now. How do we get money? Pickpocket.
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocucom. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
It should also be noted that you can also press it by pressing L3. It also gives you the current bottles and your current money count. Now this game has...
Sly, if you click the L3 button, press the left analog stick, I'll beam some virtual markers into your thief mask. They'll help you find your way around. If no markers are in view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember, the view is always better from the room.
So I got one. Wow, I've got inverted controls already. Alright, I'll have to get used to them.
Fascinating. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
So yeah, Bentley will ask you to collect the 30 clue bottles, sometimes 20, sometimes 25, sometimes more, in the zone. Once there, Bentley will decode it, and one of the certain characters will be able to get a random ability. For this first boss, I would recommend wholeheartedly dedicating yourself to getting the clues to first Dimitri. It doesn't help to have the extra firepower of some of these villages, because they don't make or break something, but they do give you bonuses like that do help in their job. Thing is, there's no way I know of knowing which one. Oh boy. Okay. Now example. You might notice my face is glowing red. That means I've been spotted. The only way I'm gonna escape is if I can hide for a few seconds. That's bad because I'm entered a combat mode. Which I don't want to be. So I'm gonna fast forward here. So, Ghoul, hit the music. Okay, if I haven't hit the music by now, then I'm sorry for this awkward silence. And I'm going to explain some things to you. The clue bottle system in this is the one that becomes a staple in the series, and this one does solidify how the clues are done throughout the rest of the series. There's no more clue safes, so you don't have to worry about missing the big safe with potentially all the keys in the area. They also have other things that are worth paying attention to. For example, they have arcs that comes in handy, which means if you can stealth it back without getting killed, well, without getting hit even, then you instantly get that added to your collection. Likewise, I'll be explaining later on, there are other things that you can collect, such as, if I find one later on, there will be, what will it be? There'll be pickpocketing, which is probably how you'll earn most of your money. Because that is literally all Sly can do. In fact, Sly's team, all three I think can pickpocket. However, Sly is naturally the fastest and therefore the best, in my opinion. You'll also get, if you search around for a bit, you can find little hints to other missions, and you can... Okay, so the yellow rings means that this rat is suspicious. No, so notice the rat's glowing gold. That means... Slides in stealth mode. Get close to him, press circle, make him pick his pocket. Press it about 3 or 4 times. Press it about 3 or 4 times, and voila, get a bronze comb. And then kill the guy because I don't want to find him later. So yeah, Sly has an instant stealth takedown move, which does actually become, again, another staple in the series, but I'm going to warn you, it's not stealthy at first, it's just an instant. It's just referred to as the takedown, for the reason it will only take down an opponent, it won't kill them outright. Also, these clue bottles can get really tricky, because the only hint you'll have is the little wobbling sound they make. And some are placed in just plain evil locations. Also, you'll notice that I'm just quickly going through all the clue bottles right now and trying to explain the game. You can do this in any order and at any time, but I prefer just to get it out of the way and done with, so I don't have to come back to it later. Because the clue bottles, for me, I do enjoy this mechanic, and it is fun for 100% completion, but it's also just the ass to do for me later on. And as well, you want the upgrade you get from this one, because it does help out tremendously against, as I said, Dimitri. As if you couldn't guess already, you're gonna have to fight Dimitri. So, nearly a third of the way there. Alright, so I guess I should explain the enemy types. Although I can't put up a display like Chogo Conroy, I'll be doing my best to explain what they do. There are 3 types of enemies in each round. There's the big flashlight guards, which literally are, as they say, they're guards with flashlight, the old school guys. If any of these guys see you, they'll raise the alarm. These guys are freaking tanks to damage. But all that tanking does have a bit of room for spanking. Meaning, they have really terrible maneuverability. They're strong, but not overall powerful. Okay, now the swings in combat here. These ones, medium class, what I call medium class. They possess they're the most agile classes next to the last class we're about to explain. These guys have no real abilities to stand out, but they're not exactly good pushovers either. But yeah, you can have a guy, you can have one like Sly or Bentley fight them, and then, well, you can have Sly fight them, no problem. Bentley, on the other hand, you might want to keep him the hell out of Todd's way, because, believe it or not, Bentley becomes the worst one in this one. Yeah, the turtle who can hack is my least favourite in this one. But that might be because of my playstyle. My playstyle is very aggressive or very sneaky. Which means the next part is more important. Bentley might become weak, but Murray is a godsend. So, take that as you will. Murray has more raw strength and can take out the smaller guys in about 3 hits. Bentley cannot take out anything for the life of him, or at least not effectively. He's better at sneak attacks. He's better at ranged sneak attacks. That said, however, you need to be able to get its... I'll explain in this thing, but he's sort of a tactical approach. Do you sleep bomb or miss a guy, create him to come to you, etc. So Bentley relies mostly on his little... He's most gimmicky, but those gimmicks can be useful depending on the certain situations. Sly is definitely a stealth it and get out, but he can fight, but you don't want to fight. Murray, forget stealth, you're going to be bashing your way through with Murray. Now, the catch is, the balls aren't just on the roofs, tops, they're also on the ground, so getting around is kind of tricky, because you have to... Oh, I hear a bottle. See, you only be able to hear that faint ding dong, ding dong. Alright, 4 left. Skip to the bottles, Tom. I guess I didn't explain the third guys here. The sounders, or I circle for the alarms. These guys are always something that will make a noise, so you'll be able to tell them quite easily. They'll make the reinforcements appear. Keep away from them. Well, don't keep away from them, but don't be nice about... They can also hit like a train, so... They can hit quite well. Also, I should note, the small enemies that don't have flashlights will also have a stone throw attack, which will do very little damage, but it can damage you, so don't think yourself immortal against them once you get out of range. These guys can throw stones, and these stones will hurt, but not very much. Actually, here's something I can spoil, or well, kind of spoil, kind of not. The plot gets very dark very quickly for some reason. Don't ask me why, it just gets dark. And this is a 3+ game, so it's a little bit more kid-friendly than its, you know, other counterpart, but still... Oh, there you are. Someone yelling at me somewhere saying, "You idiot! You missed the bottle! You missed the easiest bottle!" And there's number 2. Wow, I didn't know it. On the other side of Paris. Trust your instincts, kid. They're usually right. Except if you, I just remembered, except if you're a recurring alcoholic, then don't trust the alcohol, it stinks. One more and then boom, on to the mission. Alright, skip it to the music. You're kidding me. Alright, well. Ding.
Well, that's all the clues. But we still don't know where the vault is. Keep looking. It's sure to be inside this place somewhere.
Alright, well, this is School Gamer signing out, and next time we're gonna do that mission. In the meantime, I'm just gonna wreck shit to get some money. I need to get 300 gold quick, so... Turns out, and also, turns out rats don't swim. Alright, this is School Gamer signing out. Ciao!